Yeah, good evening, everyone. I hope you had a very good day, and welcome to another session of EPC5. How is Ghana? How is Kenya? How is Nigeria? I hope you're having a very good day. And hope we are practicing, hope you are reading more, hope you are trying things, hope you are not just relaxing, hope you don't just let it end from what is being done or said in the session. So before we start today's session, I'd like to say if you have your form created, share it with us. Do you get? Share it so people can, so we can feel it. Do you understand? And if you've not filled our form as created in the class or in the session, kindly do so. Kindly fill it so we can at least have like enough responses. I think we have 7 responses. We can get like 8 to 10 responses. It wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be bad if I can get like 8 to 10 responses. So today, this week, we've been talking about user research and persona building, where I spoke at length why user research matters. I discussed with us the types of user research. I took us through how to create a Google form. Then I started the AI pep talk with us on how AI can support design research, how you can use it in creating a Google form, how it saves time. Then I told us to be analyzing responses based off the response we get from our sheet, from our form or our survey. I said we'll be doing that today. We'll be analyzing patterns and we'll be building persona because that is one thing we'll be doing at the end of the day. Aside from the fact that we've created a Google form for survey, you are going to analyze your pattern. After you've analyzed your pattern, then we'll create a user persona from our research feedback. So you are going to create one user persona from the research feedback. I hope you're ready to get started. On Tuesday, I spoke briefly about AI. And today we'll be doing 2 important things. We'll be learning how AI can actually turn responses into meaning and build persona. How AI can actually also speed up your research. AI will help us summarize, it will help us draft, but empathy and judgment is human work. I told us already that AI does not have the ability to show emotions. Realizing the emotional part of your responses or of your design is left to you because it is human work. Do you get? Now, if we're talking about AI for survey analysis, we're talking about AI is a fast assistant. I would use it to extract themes. I'll use it to count mentions. I'll even use it to get a first pass summary. But you should know that you don't treat AI as a final answer. I remember I said something on Tuesday that even ChatGPT puts a disclaimer and tell you that AI can make mistakes. I don't know, do we remember that? That I said even I think Gemini, I think also has that disclaimer that says you should maybe cross check or something. Do you understand? So now we are going to use AI to what? For our survey analysis, like I said. No, you can always export. Do you get? You can always export where I export my responses as a sheet and I upload it to ChatGPT to get things started. Or you can decide, do you get, to go and copy these questions and their answer one by one. But this is going to take a longer time. You know why? We are not dealing with one response. We are dealing with like 7 or 8 responses. Do you understand? So doing that one by one might actually take time. But let me see. Do any of us have? Do we have access to to our browser. Let me see if I can actually share each responses with us. Let me share our response here. And let me share this tab. Yes, we have 7 responses, which I think is fair enough. Yeah, this is it. This is where you get to link it to a sheet. So if you link it to a sheet, you can always upload it, which is what I will be doing. But because I would like to know, do we have access to, if I give you, copy and paste the response to send to you, can you use ChatGPT to actually get me an answer? Do you get? Is it possible? I really don't want us to also waste time. I don't really don't want us to waste time. So let's link to sheet. Yes, when you link to sheet, you create a new spreadsheet, which we are doing create. And now it is created. Yes, this is it. Yeah, this is it. We have 7 responses. Now we have 7 responses, which I'm going to have to download. Okay, you have to download it to be able to upload it. Okay, you can actually add the link as well, but just for safer purpose. Let's do that. So while that happens, I don't think I need to start telling us how to run ChatGPT, but I'm going to use a particular prompt. Do you get? I'm going to use a particular prompt and I want us to take note. So give me a minute to start up my ChatGPT. Did anyone create, aside from me, Femi, yeah, did any one of you create your form? Let me share this with us in case you need access to it or you want to use it. In case you think, oh, you want to use mine. Sorry, please, can you hear me? Let's be sure. Okay. Because I'm not getting responses from anybody. I can't see yes, I can't see no. So it's looking like I'm the one talking to myself. Or am I just talking to myself? Okay. Okay. So now we have our AI, this ChatGPT. So one thing I want to do is to ask it to analyze patterns. Do you get? it should analyze patterns for me to the point that I should be able to understand pain points. Do you get the pain points, get goals, because I want to build my user persona from it. Do you understand? So that is what I want to tell you to do right now. So let's get started. Why is my commit is, you know, what's the problem? So let's okay, so this is the Google Sheets, the spreadsheet I downloaded. So now I have this. Analyze patterns and preferences, that is top tracking method, most valued notification. These are talking about the some of the questions I have. I'm going to let me include more. Let me include more. I'm trying to copy them. Yeah. So identify user segment based on update method and behavior. Though we'll still get to the point where we use AI to generate a persona. Do you understand? So I would want ChatGPT to create a full analysis for me. Do you get? So I'm going to tell you what to do right now. Do a full analysis and summary of all patterns first. Do you understand? So one thing when you are using AI is you have to make sure that when you are trying to use your AI, you follow certain principles. Let it know who you are trying, what you want to do. Who is that thing you want to do? Who are the target audience? Do you understand? What target audience? Do you want some emotions attached? What do you want to do? Exactly. That's I'm telling you, do a full analysis first for me. So these are certain things that helps with your prompt. When you give it a vague prompt, it might just start going everywhere, and you realize that you are reprompting like 2, 3, 4 times before you get what you want. But if you can just carefully write out everything you need for it to understand, you would actually love the response. Do you understand? So let's see. This is what I was going to send to us, that if any of us had our laptop or something with us, I want to cross-check your response with mine if it was the same. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So it's still analyzing because it's a sheet. So yeah. So this is it. Imagine we having to wait for all of this to happen. Imagine we having to do this one by one. With this now, you can easily go to your jam or any of your board that you want to what, place each of the patterns in creating your affinity mapping. Affinity mapping is another section, or should I say another segment that you have to understand if you will be analyzing responses. But because we are not, this is not the deep in classes, this is just an enlightenment program. So all I can do is mention it for you to know. It is not just by generating prompts from AI. Do you understand? Yeah, it's just getting the prompt. You have to go at length to test it out, write it out. Right now, based on what we have, the data set contains 7 total responses, which is correct. Tracking identifier preference. So the most common is order ID, 43%, was the top tracking method used, and tracking number outside notable mentions, though with inconsistent capitalization and spacing, suggesting the same meaning. That means Some people wrote tracking number, but probably there were issues with the way it was written. But with what I can see, tracking number is the most common. Do you understand? Which means if you are going to have to note out a pattern that people prefer for their tracking identifier preference, what will you agree? What will you say it is? I want to believe we understand. We will all agree that the most preferred tracking method. Okay, oh, okay, that's fine. Sorry, I'm just in the comments that you said you can hear me. It was just noisy. That's fine. I just wanted to be sure. That's why I was talking to be sure everyone can hear me. That's fine. That's really fine. As long as I can get responses, be it through text or be it through reaction, I just know we have to get back. So, like I was saying, with this one pattern that you can pick out that people are really interested in, the type of tracking identifier they really want is the tracking number. So, which means you've seen a gap. So there is no need for you to now ask them what is your order ID. Do you get? Maybe because the tracking number is probably something very easy for them to understand. So let's go to the next one. Preferred update method. Preferred update method. We have, if you're looking at the form like I am looking at it, if you're looking at the form like I am looking at it, we have push, we have SMS, we have push notifications, we have dedicated web tracking link. Do you get? With no email required, and we have WhatsApp notification. Looking at this now, first thing is the list picked. You can see that nobody picked WhatsApp notification. That tells you the fact that people still want their privacy. Are you with me? It tells us that people still want their privacy. So by the time we'll be designing this app, we know that what we want, what we will put when it comes to update method for notification, WhatsApp cannot be there. Anything personal cannot be there. Then we have SMS text message, and that is just one person out of like seven people. Yeah, out of like seven people, only one person picked it. So you can see it's not something that is really, really okay. Dedicated web tracking link, no email requests, are just two people. Then we have push notifications via mobile app. So the mobile app is the dominant preference. Do you understand? You can see the way it helped us, it helped you summarize it. So it doesn't make you, how can I put it? It doesn't make you lesser. It just makes your work faster. Because ordinarily, we would have started looking at the sheets one by one, start creating pattern, posting it on our FigJam, doing affinity mapping, response one. Imagine we have almost like 1,000 response. Oh my geez. Do you know how long it's going to take us to get it done? That's how long, that's how far it is. So you can see preferred update method. We know that when we are designing, the update method we are going to put is going to be allow push notifications via mobile app. Do you understand? We are going to put that. Then we can actually still put dedicated web link just for people to decide if they want that or not. Do you understand? Just for people to decide, oh, I want this, oh, I don't want this part. Do you get? So that is that. Then another will be, let's go down. The preferred update frequency. Now, looking at this, we have, we have 4 options. Only when the driver is 30 minutes away. We have hourly updates. We have every time the delivery status changes, and only when the order is out for delivery. Look at what our people pick. We have, nobody selected 30 minutes to delivery, because I wouldn't even pick that either. Hourly update says 1. Only when the order is out for delivery says 1. Each time the delivery status changes, that lets you know that people want to know what is happening. Do you get? The majority want continuous event-based updates. They want that notification coming in like, the driver, the delivery shipping processor. Pick up pick up available or pick up session, blah blah blah, is now going on. Oh, delay in delivery, on transit. Do you get? Those are the kind of notification that people say they want. Do you understand? So which means by the time we are designing our notification screen for people to set, we already know that we can actually even set this as our default and people will not even change it. Am I communicating? You just know that by the time we are designing our app, our delivery app, or our notification screen, people will just love it because this time you are communicating to them. Do you understand? You are communicating to them. They just want dynamic notifications, all from packing to shipping to pickup location to rider on transit to rider delivered and picture sent. Do you understand? Now, talking about the importance of live tracking, all respondent rated live tracking very, very important. Do you understand? Because we asked them on a scale of 1 to 5, how important is knowing your driver's current location on a map? And you can see everyone said 5, which means that I want to know where the driver is. I want to see the way the driver moves. So when you tell me driver on transit and I click on it, I want to stare at my phone for 5 minutes and see that the driver is moving. It is moving on the app. So which means by the time we'll be designing our map, do you get? By the time we are designing the driver movements on the screen, they want to see it move from point 1 to point 2. Just like I don't know if you actually, when you are in a ride, when you order a ride, I don't know if you actually look at your phone, or when you're waiting for your driver. Though some people just order the ride and just drop their phone and it just ends there. Do you get? But for me, sometimes I just look and be like, where's this driver? It's been minutes. Do you understand? So that is that. Then now let's go. Valued notification type. Most common notification combinations, we had 4. Do you get? But the clear one, do you get, the strongest pattern, it centers on transparency. They want clear progress and confirmation evidence. It means that people want to see the ETA update, do you get, and photo proof of delivery. That is what most people selected, which means by the time your driver ticks, by the time the driver or the dispatch rider ticks delivered, I want you to snap, send me a picture it is delivered, because sometimes I may not be at home. Do you understand? And I think, is it DoorDash? I think DoorDash take big pictures, and FedEx riders take pictures. They like snap when they have your order, they snap it and send to you. That is what people want. But here in Nigeria, I don't think there is any dispatch or delivery service that sends me picture of my order delivered. The only thing I just get is order delivered, and that is all. And maybe in some cases, for some company, you give them, once the rider or the driver says order completed, it sends you an OTP or a code that you confirm. That's a way of confirmation. But sometimes I may not be home, or sometimes I dropped my phone because someone had me waiting on a delivery. And before I come back, the rider probably got there and you've delivered because this person has seen my phone, and the person it just leaves with my item. Then you'll be telling me I delivered it. But by the time there's a picture evidence, I just know that, oh, this person's slippers look, or this person's slip-on, or this person's sandals, or this person's clothes looks like someone I saw earlier today at where I am. Do you understand? So that is one thing about it. So when we are trying to design that screen that says delivered, there's going to be an option, a box for us to actually pull up, upload proof. Do you understand me? Upload proof. So take note of that. Though I won't forget when we start designing next week, but just take note. Now we asked them for quiet time preferences. Would you like to set a quiet time during which you should not receive non-critical notifications? Like saying when there is no issue between, you just told me shipping, or just told me a rider picked up and rider was on the way, except maybe there is a rider stopping or maybe a little mishap at this particular time. I don't want you to drop me an update. So we have people drop message. We have a whole lot. We have 6 o'clock. Okay, we don't really have any, but quiet times vary widely, but all indicate a need for flexible notification scheduling. This feature should allow custom quiet hour configuration per user. Now, based on our response, one thing we can now know that people differ. Yes, people differ. So by the time we are designing, select your quiet time, we do not put a time. We just allow them type the time that works, and we just sync it up with their phone alarm, the background syncing, the notifications. That's if they are developing it. But we will just know that, okay, as a designer, this user, or as a product person, this user has said, they might, and okay, the time might even differ. Maybe for today, I'm actually going to be free from 2 to 4 o'clock. Do you understand? By today, I'm going to be like free from 2 to 4 o'clock. Tomorrow, I might not be free around that time. So allow your users, we're going to allow the users to be able to edit the time. You guys, please take note of everything I'm saying so you can always have it in mind when we start designing. You understand? We are going to work together on this, and every one person, I expect that in case you are in a noisy place, before I forget, kindly drop on the comment in the comment box what exactly the problem what design you are going to work on and what problem you are looking to solve. I told us since last week to think about that, so I can work with us on that, so you can actually practice it hands-on. Do you get? Practice designing hands-on, and we will find out that, okay, I don't think I want to design for a living. Do you get? Because at the end of this, you can be like, I'm going to design for 4 hours for just $100. No, I'm not interested. It's actually a valid reason. So please do that while I continue teaching. Remember, I'm not seeing the call, so just do that. So for the additional comments option we gave, some users wrote Neil, okay, stranger. Why one valuable suggestion was add live GPS tracking to show real-time movement of progress on a map interface. Do you know that this was exactly what I said when I was talking about redesigning, checking the driver's location? Do you guys remember I said something like that? That we are going to design a map that shows that the driver is moving. Do you remember I said something like that? Whoever this person is, you just know this person is really interested in an app that just allows you to see movement. Do you get? So that's it. Now, user segmentation. Do you get? For the mobile first users, they prefer app notification, they value real time. Do you get? These are the things we look out. So some summary of our key patterns. This is just this. The user segment mobile first. So no matter what you are doing, they are not interested in your link. They want a mobile app that allows them track. So can you just see in 30 to 20, just like in 25 to 30 minutes, we've been able to summarize. Do you get? We've been able to summarize what exactly it is we want to analyze. Now, that is AI. Do you get? That is AI making it very easy to do things. But you can see the way I was relating to it. You know, I didn't just speak it. It gave me the response. Yes, that's all right. I'm not saying no. But do you see the way I was also moving along, seeing the human part of it? Do you get? Seeing the human part of it, I was putting emotions alongside, only for us to get to the last part, and another human being like me, said what I already said few minutes ago. I didn't even know somebody wrote something like that because I didn't really go through the responses. Do you understand? That shows you the fact that AI will help you, but at the same time, you do the better help for yourself. Do you get? You do that better help for yourself by including that human understanding. Do you understand? So why before I would go to um persona, let me attend to us here. I'm working on a devotion, fasting, and prayer declaration app that help users customize and set reminders. Okay, that's really good. So, did you have a form to help you understand what? Did you create a survey, or are you trying to do an interview, or are you trying to use existing data for you to like understand how to go about it? Do you get? You might not have a whole lot of time, but you know that is something that like I said, we don't have to do the minimum screen I require from us during this program is 3 screens. Do you get? But I can work with you to do more. But minimum three core screens that shows a flow of what you're trying to solve. Do you get? Yes. I can see another one here. I was thinking of designing a portfolio app where I can also keep track of my clients and their deliverables. Oh, that's fine. So it's going to be an app that just I'm trying to see the idea when you get a client, they probably do they book you through the app? Because if they book you through your app or through your portfolio, you can keep track of the conversation. You can see where you started with the job and where you end. Or is it just an app that it's a general app and you just have a profile on it? Because if it's going to be your own personal portfolio, probably like a website or an app, then people have to like book you through it. Maybe when they book you, you just direct them to the app, you get your agreement signed and start working on it. I really can't, I'm trying to understand properly, but you said where you are is noisy. So if you can actually just shed more light, yeah. Yeah, just please, if you have more, just drop. I think we have other person, yeah. So let me know what you're working on. Let's have a little chit chat on that. So for yes, I asked for the devotion app. For the devotion app, yes, I saw yours. It was the first one I read, which I said, how do you plan to achieve that? You want an app that sends reminders, devotions. Are you creating a survey around that, or do you have a survey created already? And also, I said, because you need to understand how it works. I have an app on my phone that the only notification I allowed for it is to give me my evening verse, my evening Bible verse. Sorry, that's the only thing it does. Yeah, sorry. So I'm trying to see your idea. How do you want to do that? A is it just a devotion app, not like a Bible kind of app? It's just going to be a kind of app that all it does is yes, you can talk. That's not it's only if you're in a noisy place you can talk.
All right.
Yes, you can.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good
Uh,
evening, Sola.
Good evening. Thank you so much. This I plan to make it look like um the user will be in control. They'll be the one customizing it. So maybe somebody wants to fast. Maybe today someone is fasting, and the fasting is from maybe from 12 in the midnight to 2 p.m. So you set reminder, then you can set reminder for the time that you want to pray. Maybe you want to pray for like 2 hours, you set reminder to pray. If you want to pray for want to pray like 3 times a day, you set the time and the reminder for I want to pray by this time, pray by this time. So there will be like once the alarm sounds and somebody does it, it's going to mark that you've done it for today. You've done it, maybe you want to do three. If you have done one out of three, it's going to show you that okay, 2 more to go. And if you have completed the three,
Okay.
it's going to let you know that you've completed the three. Then the
Mm,
how the declaration app will work is maybe you just go you go to that app to you set the time, you'll be able to, there will be a note, you'll be able to set your, you'll be able to put your declaration, then you put the time so that it will remind you
Okay,
of
of
it.
the declaration.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's
same
actually
with fasting too. You customize it to your. It can be like there will be the app way. There will be different type of fasting on the app. So you are going to input the part, the type that you are doing. So it's
oh, that's
just
nice.
to.
Yeah, that's not this. That's nice. I don't think I've come across an if I don't think I've come across an app like this before. I don't think I have. This is actually a very good idea, a very good one. I second Derek saying it's a great idea. It's actually a great one. And one thing I can add to it for you is every time I select fasting for a reminder, it probably also when you're reminding me, because you have to make it different than the normal reminder app. When you're reminding me, you're giving me a Bible verse to pray with. Do you understand? So we will build on that, but at the same time, we will start working on our wireframe. So I want to believe that we this week has allowed us gather enough responses, enough research about it. Do you understand? So when I select fasting, we're going to see a screen that shows alarm and the Bible verse for me to pray. So when I do the declaration, I can set my declaration. Then it reminds me this is when I have to repeat my declaration to myself. That's actually a very good one. So yes, Derek, I don't know. You say you're in a noisy place. I would have loved you to shed more light. But I saw another one. I could see another one. Yeah, strolled up, but let's you. Yeah, it's saying a menstrual. So I don't know if Nifemi can share it again, please. I lost it. So, kind of. Yes, I lost it. Something is going on. Okay, thank you. Just help me revise the idea. You can just send it to me as a mail. Don't worry. I'll read it together and give us a better answer. You understand? Okay. I am designing a menstrual tracking app where users can log their mood and cycle and have their ovulation and cycle predicted. Okay. For someone like me that don't really use a menstrual app, we do it manually. It's not my fault. I'm used to it. Maybe because I'm a bit bright in my head. But actually, this is actually a very good one. How do you plan to achieve? Okay, yes, you shared your form with us. So please, if you've not filled the form, you can share it again. So okay, I think she shared the form on the group. So go and fill it. Please share it with people. If you have your form, drop it on the group. We will share it to the wider audience and let them know. Write your captions, let it be specific. Do you understand? Stella, I'll be interested in your survey form. Derek, I'll be interested in your survey form. But I don't know how to get Derek's survey form right now. But whichever way, Stella, share it with your other cycle. This menstrual app, when you get more responses, it will help you tailor your ideas. Because take a look at you just telling me your idea, and I have something to chip in. Because if you're telling me, asking me, how do I want to be reminded by my fasting? I just told you, I want to be reminded by my fasting with at least a Bible verse. You get, don't just remind me like a normal alarm clock. Let there be a difference. I could actually set my alarm clock to remind me about my fast. Do you know that? And I'll just write my text or label at fasting. And it just then I just know, oh, it's time to fire, it's time to pray and fasting. But what to set your own app or your own design apart is the fact that it's not just an alarm clock. Do you get? It's not just an alarm app or a reminder app. It does more than that. Do you get? It's a Christian reminder app. Do you understand? The Christian reminder app, or should I say it's just a reminder app that just help with whatever you have to do, because mind me, not only Christian fast. Do you understand? Not only Christian for Muslim fast. If someone like the idea of your app, then we even care maybe it's only the Bible verse it's bringing. Do you understand? They just feel like, oh, whatever Bible verse it brings, I'm going to look for the equivalent in Quran. You get the equivalent verse in Quran, and I would use it. So you can see this is why it is good to actually do survey. You get survey. So that's right. So Nifemi has shared the form. I've gone through the form. The form is well detailed. Please fill it. So it's going to help her tailor our own design. Just the same way yours will help you tailor your own design. Now, let's move to creating persona drafts. Once teams exist, AI can draft persona skeletons. Maybe, yeah, okay. AI can actually even still help you do the normal picture, but it won't be 100. Like, it's just going to be vague. And now you can actually even link your Figma to ChatGPT. I hope you're aware of that. You can actually link your Figma to ChatGPT. So, like I was saying, so we are going to like use AI now. Mm? Those themes we've gotten, those patterns we found out, we'll use that draft that it gives us. Then we will humanize it with real quotes and context. Do you get? So we are going to ask it that it creates short persona drafts for each persona. We're going to tell it to include the age, occupation type, top 3 pain points. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? We are going to do that now. So let's do that. Using the existing info, using the existing shape and response on patterns, which is more like our affinity mapping. Yeah. Create short 3 persona drafts. For each persona, include name, age, range, occupation, top 3 goals, top 3 pain points, blah, 2 typical tools they use, and 1 backstory, and let's just go. Now we've sent it. Ordinarily, we would have been thinking this ourselves. Do you know that? And would have, instead of we using 5 minutes or 3 minutes on this, we'll probably be spending hours just to generate it. That is why I say something. AI, it gives you those seeds. The AI drafts are the seed. So it is left for you to now ground them down, cultivate them, grow them with real data. Include your vibe as human. Show that I didn't just copy and paste this. I also thought of it and asked myself to do this. So just like the way I've pasted my things that I've identified now, I've generated my personal drafts. So before we start analyzing that, before we start analyzing our response, let me say something. AI does not feel. It cannot replace interviews. It cannot replace observation or even your empathy as a designer. It can actually accelerate your pattern recognition, like what it did for us with my own phone. But one thing is, you saw me, I had to validate it. I had to relate with it. I had to find out that, okay, this is how it works. Because AI can miss tone. It can actually miss sarcasm. It can miss cultural context. If I was asking that I'm trying to design an app for, what can I say? Maybe a fun to do kind of app. AI can lose the context. Do you understand? And one thing is, I said something earlier. If you are generating your prompt or actually typing your prompt, if you don't properly word it to tell you what to do, it can give you vague answers. Do you understand me? It will give you vague answers and you will not be reprompting over and over again. And before you know it, you will mix up your answers and you might even get lost. You might even forget what you were even looking for right from the beginning. That is the truth. You can keep reprompting just because you need an answer and you will even forget the context. And AI can reinforce stereotypes if prompts are actually very vague. So always check quotes, counts, and probably your edge cases manually. Do you understand? So one thing I want you to know as I'm trying to round up, we go through persona, is this. I've just taught us a very reputable process for making meaning from responses. And let me tell you, that's design research 101. Cut me anywhere. Put all your responses in a spreadsheet, like I said. Read them properly 1 or 2 times. Another one, After you've done that, capture it properly. Write it properly. What you want them to do. Do you understand? What you want them to do, just make sure it is properly done. Once it is done, ask it that it moves them into patterns. Group them. Then after he has grouped them, you cannot go to your fig jam. You get? Then name it one by one. You can see the way he named mine for me. Yeah. Can you see? If I'll be doing this in my fig jam, the first one will be top tracking method, preferred updates channel, updates frequency, blah, blah, blah. This is how it will look like in my sticky notes on my fig jam. You get? Then I write what it is under. So each of them, just note them, because it becomes very easy for you to see the insights if you were doing it manually. Do you understand? So that's actually how it works. So now let us do this. Let's go. Now you can see age 25 to 35, tech savvy professional, get real-time delivery updates. You know, I said something when I was talking on Tuesday that the people that really need my help or this delivery help we're trying to do are actually the working type, the work from home type. Even students don't really use the delivery app per se like that. Market women don't need it. So that is why occupation type, tech savvy professional, because obviously you work from home, or freelancer. Get real-time delivery, pain points, inaccurate, because what is selected is what was selected like that they want is something that they probably lack it on other platforms. Do you understand? Proof of delivery, yes, this is it. So typical tools use delivery apps, Google Maps, just it. Yeah, you cannot decide to like change it. And now a quote that said, if I can see where my driver is on the map, I feel in control. That's all I need. It's relatable. You can tweak it to suit yourself. Do you understand? So these are the things that AI does for you, and it makes it very easy. This is office administrator or logistics support staff. Do you understand? This is a small business owner, online vendor. This is another person that used the delivery app very well. She's probably, in fact, if I'm going to see goals, I'm going to see, yes, tracking customer orders without downloading. Exactly. Know exactly when a delivery changes status, because I don't want my customer calling me. Do you get? So you can see, as giving you suggestion that you cannot sit down and decide, oh, I said something like, hey, you can actually get visuals. You can actually get it, but it's not going to be humanized enough for me. Do you get? And it's going to be so obvious that AI did the design. So do you get? So these are the things that, and in case you want to do it manually, do you get? You can just use your insight to create a single focused persona. You know, I told us how to do this manually. Get your responses together, label them in groups, then start picking your answers. Do you get? So now you want to probably create your persona yourself without using any AI. Just use your insights that you've gotten from your survey responses to build one. So this is a template that you have to stick to. Name, do you get me? Name, age, occupation, backstory, goals, pain points, motivators, tools or devices, and probably some representative codes. Do you get? So now I've given you things you should look out for. I'm going to also upload my summary notes. They might not be as detailed as how I've explained in class, but don't worry, you'll still find it very useful. It's going to help you. You will now create your own persona, because I will need you to attach that persona to be able to relate to your design. Do you understand? So I'm going to tell us what I want, the name, the backstory, the goal point. Please follow it properly. Do you get? But I just want you to know AI will help you move faster, But the real value comes from you as the human when you read the data. Do you understand? Use AI to summarize, to sketch, to draft. Then you now validate it yourself. Does it relate? Empathize with it, refine it. Do you understand? So if you're going to use AI, I can actually give you the prompts. Do you get? So tonight, or when you're doing your assignment, run the prompts, make a draft persona. Do you understand? Based off your insights, and post it, submit it in Google Classroom, and you can also submit it in Google Classroom. I'm going to check it and get ready to post it. Do you understand? Make post around it, and we'll review it together next week. Because starting from next week, we would be moving on to, I think we're moving on to wireframe next. So please let me get in touch with me. Let's discuss. We're getting to your wireframe, and it will be nice. Do you get? It will be nice that we get this properly done, so it helps you properly. So, do we have any question? Oh, you can't see my screen till now. Please, is there anyone that can't see my screen again, please? So, do you have any question? Do you have any question? Do we have any question? Okay. In absence of no question, I'm going to believe we understand. I'm going to drop the task in the Google Classroom, follow up. And please, for your ideas, please chat me up. Yes, chat me up for your ideas. You get? Chat me up. Let's see how we can, let's see a survey together and just do what you have to do. Starting from next week, we'll be talking about user flow. We'll talk briefly on information architecture, and we're going to sketch our wireframes. Do you understand? Like I said, we just need like 3. I only need max 3. Oh, sorry, 4 to 5 screens is what design kit said they want. 4 to 5 screens. Do you understand? So I'm one user flow. But don't worry, you guys have been doing perfectly well, and every of your ideas are very valid. I really love it. I really want to hear more about the portfolio app. Let's see how it can work, because it sounds like something very good that I am interested in. Yes. So thank you so much, everyone. It was nice having you today. Please send me a message on WhatsApp and send me a message on Slack, whichever works for you. Yes, another thing, when you have your designs up, for those that did the login and sign up, please, if you've done it, please, I'm begging, kindly make a post on it on LinkedIn, make a post on it on Twitter, and tag me. You guys, on LinkedIn, I am Oluwatosin Adejayo. On Twitter, I am still Oluwatosin Adejayo. But I'm not on Instagram and the whole other places. I'm not there. So yeah. So that brings us to the end of the session. But before we leave, I would like you to know that we have a mentoring session initiative in Design Cave. It's a session whereby when you are done, you get to be mentored for 3 months. I think for 12 weeks actually. We have that happening. And also we have our sister brand. It's a boot camp, Design Mastery Starter. It's a boot camp, and they run paid classes. Paid classes. It's actually my boot camp, but it's also our sister company. As an alumni from Design Cave, we get tutored based on discounts. Do you understand? So you can move from just enlightenment to understanding proper fundamentals and proper designing proper. Do you get? So we have that happening. We have the mentorship program running. Once it's open, please kindly share the form with a lot of people. It is free. Being mentored for 12 weeks, no, it's a whole lot. It's for free. And if you think, oh, you want to have a more advanced classes, kindly send me a message to enroll with us, or send a message to the Design Cave handler so that you can actually, through them you get a discount. You get through them you get through Design Cave you get a discount, though, because we have other people that are not alumni and they don't have a discount. They pay their money in full. Yes, that is, it's very affordable. It's not the money that is actually why we are running this. It's just for people to like understand and get the right knowledge as needed. So thank you so much for joining tonight, and do have a very wonderful weekend. I look forward to your ideas. Derek, I look forward to your email. Every other person, I look forward to your responses. Do you get? I look forward to you extracting your responses and drafting your user persona. Thank you, and have a very wonderful evening. Good night.